Today on this lovely, cloudy, soon to rain July 26, 2020. So it's time for an update video. Now, I haven't done one in a few months because, quite frankly, there hasn't been much to talk about in the last few months. You know, virus, shops closed, people stay home. Not a lot of exciting stuff to talk about, right? But I think it's time to start talking about, some things that have been going on in Korea. This is PCS season. There is limited travel and stuff. So if anybody's like coming to Camp Humphreys, this might be a good update video for you, or you're just curious what's going on. Okay, first, I'm at the Capitolium. I am the opposite side of Anjung-ri. Main gate is way up there. Now, normally I would start my videos there, but I'm intentionally going down here so that as part of the social distancing rules, I can stay farther away from people. I can talk more about what's going on. And it's just easier to film. But I'll make my way up there. So, let's just talk about life first. So a lot of the restaurants and stuff here have reopened the last couple months. Some of the foreign workers, the ladies, have come back to Korea. For those who are interested, and you know what I mean. They have made their return to Korea. For a while, they all had to go home because everything's closed. There's no work, but some are starting to make their way back here. Restaurants are open. Coffee shops, soldiers, civilians. Everybody's free to go there. But because of the social distance rules in place by the USFK, bars and clubs are still a no-go. That doesn't mean people don't try to go in there. That doesn't mean you won't see people. But as far as, the official rules are, it's a no-go. Brooklyn Used Bookstore. I don't know if this place closed or not. I never see it open. Their used bookstore, they had Korean lessons and stuff here. And maybe they were open, I just don't ever get here on time. But I've had quite a few people ask about this place. But hey, here's the phone number if you want to see it. Hang on. So yeah, from a construction point of view, there really hasn't changed much. There's a couple of projects going up here I'll talk to you about, but most of the shops are still here. Now, there's a couple places that did go out of business. They got hit hard and they went under. And we'll talk around. Now, I know for the veterans, there's a lot of veterans that used to came here in the 90s, the 2000s. They're always asking questions about, hey, what happened to their favorite watering hole? So while I talk about what's going on, I'll walk around and let you see what's going on. I will suffice to say this, you're going to be disappointed. I'll be honest with you. You can't see it here, but up there, it is looking more and more like the Songtong Ville. And if you know what that's like by Osun, you get an idea. Venezia Bakery, decent place. Yeah, so it's just getting crowded up. It's like, when I say crowded, you can see more high-rise buildings, more apartments. And I will touch on that too. I got to show you there is some new office tels that's opened up. So for people looking for a place to live, might as well show you that. So as we approach the Songtong side of the place, we got the block, kimchi's. I think that's the Maxim right there. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, I think this is where they got the new, oh yeah, I'll show you this place. You can see pretty much it's the same here. More office tels. Yeah, so this is actually a new hotel. The Camus, I think it's how it's pronounced. Yeah, so, all these office tels and stuff, I was talking to a realtor. And two things. Number one, these are kind of like, obviously big investments. A lot of this stuff that you see here, not this, because even though it's called the Camus Estate, it's supposed to be a hotel. But like these other office tel projects, the developers are hoping to rent out to people. They want to get investors in these apartments and stuff, right? And so that you, as an investor, could then, of course, be the owner, invest in real estate and rent it out to Americans. And, some of them are being targeted to the KGSs, which is Korean Government Service. Some are targeted to Americans, etc. But yeah, you got the Maxim. I'll show you the front side of that. New office tower opened up at the beginning of this month. You got that place open. And you guys, I will say this right now, in my professional opinion, unsolicited professional opinion, there is a lot of glut in the market right now. We have limited PCS movement, we got limited transfer, but this virus, the virus is really curtailing business and movement. So you got all these investments, you know, these plans that were made a couple years ago. They're building all this stuff, but they don't have the customers. So think about that. If you're wanting to move down here or something, use that to your advantage, if possible. You still got places like the Howard Motel and Hotel, if you've ever been there. Still got Hotel Joy. We got this building right here that's finally looks like it's getting a business. It's getting a CU Mart in it. That's kind of cool. Only stood there for what, close to a year without occupancy. You know, when you build your stuff on speculation and not like planning like a real need, you take a risk. Now finally they're getting some tenants in there, but yeah, it's a long time that building was not being used. And of course, you know, most people, since they paid it with debt, that's a lot of payments they're making every month with no money coming in. But anyway, yeah, so that's kind of cool though. At least they got a CU Mart there. I like CU Mart. For rent, boom, there you go. I think those are two bedroom and 2 bathroom apartments. I could be 3, I could be wrong. Paradia is still here. You got Vatos Tacos, which they moved in here a while back. That place there, MS Tech, they moved up the road. They're near Dongchari Gate now. But in its place, you now got the Mabahai restaurant. Sorry, I can't pronounce it. You got a Filipino restaurant here now. Vatos Tacos, right? Remember from Itaewon, they moved down here. I haven't eaten here. Some people like the food here. Some people like it here, some don't. But what I am seeing, check this out. I didn't even see this. Wow. Little Hanoi Vietnamese rice. That's kind of cool. First floor. Well, that's kind of neat. Well, never seen that before. Huh. All right, let's go around and check this out. There's the Maxim Humphreys. I checked out this place back in May, or was it June? And the apartments are not bad. More spacious, not like 3-bedroom, 2 apartments, maybe 23 pyong. They're not super huge. The question is negotiating the price, because if people buy these apartments individually, they can you don't have a different price for each room. But the real estate office, you know, is right in there. So go. Oh yeah, and you can use your LQA and OH1 to buy one too. All right, so you got the Star Bar. Yeah, so this is one thing that's changed. There's a lot of new restaurants and stuff opening up on this side. Whiskey Itaewon. See? Alibi. There's been a couple places I think that moved from Itaewon down here, and Camp Casey. Polly's Kettle. Pub and Grill since 1989. Okay. Yeah, you can see, like, you know, these places come and go, right? Live a Little, they used to be down there. Now they've relocated there. Red Onion Restaurant, I think they're a part of the Turkish restaurant up there. They do the carry out, they do the sit down. But yeah, you know, these places, they come and they go. And they're, you know, there is more people coming here, which is kind of cool. I mean, there's more business. You got more dental shops, you got more stuff to do. At the gate, now you can see where there's more activity and people, right? Here's the big project. All this open communal amphitheater stuff was bought out. I think this, if I saw the plans, if I remember correctly, it's gonna be like a multicultural center of sorts. So you're gonna have exhibits and stuff here, which is kind of cool. Still got GameStop Humphreys. Still got Jay's. But yeah, life's been pretty decent for all things considered. You know, yeah, you have your lockdowns and stuff. People don't like it. But at the same time, As far as sicknesses go, it's been contained pretty well. We haven't had super huge outbreaks. You got businesses open again, which is a pro. And that's kind of it. Oh, and you got Posang, and you still got the Indian restaurants there. Here's the back of our new cultural center. You know, might be a decent little place once it finally gets open. It'd be nice to check out. You've got a Brazilian restaurant up here. Oh yeah, see, you got JJ's Diner. So like I said, a lot of places relocated. I should point that out. I think Three Stooges. Yeah, Three Stooges is right where my right over there. Three Stooges, we live. Wolfhound is over there. Wolfhound, they got, you know, for a Korean Irish pub, they got good food. Pricey, of course, but their fish is good, and I like their IPA beer. Now you're in the backside, you still got some of these old places like the Clash. That's still there. So good thing for you veterans, if you like the Clash, and these few of these old places, this is still here. So I'm just going to go down here real quick. We'll finish this video by just walking down here quick, showing you some of the places and taking it from there. Again, this has been here for years. It's got a good reputation. Unfortunately, I haven't had a chance to eat there yet. I heard it's got good food. You got the Matna Weekend Kim's. I'm messing up. You got the Maria Sports Bar, Bugatti's Lounge Bar and Club, Giant. That's been here for a few years. Oh yeah, you see down here, they took the old, I think, what was it, Zeus, and turned it into tore down that old building and put up what, the headquarters, hotel. They got a club here. Oh, Cube, I'm sorry. And Crown Club. Yeah, that's one big change for those who knew about that Love Motel here and stuff. That's been torn down and that's been put up in the cave. Yeah, so if you've been following my videos for the last few years, you know, one thing I've covered about some of this stuff being torn down here. Look at this. This stuff is honestly probably not that old. Maybe no more than 30, 35 years. But when you think about how fast, if you know about Korea, how quickly things get built, how quickly they run down, how obsolete they quickly get, then you can see why even like 30, even a 40-year building is just ancient history in this place. I mean, look at the construction of that. So you got the rebar there, but then look how the bricks are laid out, right? So, yeah, 40 years, it's time to go. Oh yeah, you got Kim's Cook. IDK, oh boy, my friends have got some stories about there. I don't want the, which I mentioned before, you know, guys go, I don't want to say anything that might be slander. Suffice to say, they got duped by the women working at that place. Not the owner, just stories of guys getting duped. Be careful when you go drinking, that's all I gotta say. OCAT. Steak burger. Made a nice little loop. Started way back there, walked, came right here. I'm done. Hey, I hope you found this entertaining, useful. If you got questions, hey, please let me know. And please share with your friends, you know, hey, tell me what you want. You know, like, I talk a lot about the Ville because it's what people want and it's what I have time for. But if there's something specific you want to see, a tourist site, a museum, let me know and I'll see what I can do. Anyway, have a great one. And later.